Okay, hello there, and welcome to part 2 of ChazzyBurger's Let's Play Dominions 4 series. So anyway, let's get back into this. It's been quite a while since I've played this, as no doubt you guys have noticed, so let's crack straight on in. Now, what we've got to do is we've got to decide who's going to be our prophet. We could, technically, have a prophet be Alaric, the spy, because the Ulm do get spies, and that would mean we have a hideable prophet that we can use to spread our religion into other squares without anybody being able to see us. Which would be really useful, but the thing is, I don't know, we can't see anyone yet, and I don't know if I want to put my prophet on someone that could die really easily. It'll also mean, because we have terrible priests, I mean, we don't have anything that can be blessed, but we'll want to get these sermons of courage so that our troops have better morale. So, and smiting. Smiting's always good. I do enjoy a good smite. So I think we're not going to do that. What I might do, actually, is I might put him on this guy, a Lord Guardian. Now, the Guardians are pretty cool because they have the Halt Heretic thing. So that means that they have awe around sacred units. And if he's the Prophet, he's going to be at the back. The only people I'd really be worried about flying units, most of whom are sacred. Like, there could be the Valkyries of the... or the Valhalla. So yeah, we're going to train him up and we're going to make him our prophet next round. We are going to lose out on 2 crossbowmen, which is a bit of a shame. But hopefully we'll be alright. And now we're going to end the first turn. Just going to double check. Yep, research is fine. And the first turn, hopefully everything will be okay. Let's go. Oh god, no. No, 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 no. Oh my god, I didn't know who we were against, but now we know our 2 rivals, Pangaea and Ermor. If I remember, Pangaea's become a carrion state, a carrion forest. So Thalapes, the Centaur commander, shall help you know. It's a prophet of Odfafner. If I remember correctly, Pangaea in the Middle Age is carrion based. So they have carrion troops and vinemen and shit like that. And then Ermor, the people we were talking about before, who are the Ashen Empire, and so they cause anything they're in to be just full of death. So basically, marching into these 2, sorry I should read that, Serenem the Spectator, those are mages, if I remember correctly, shall hereby be known as the Prophet of Magiz. Because yeah, it's the Censor and the Acolyte, or something like that, who are the leaders. So they've got a mage one, and then we've got a Centaur commander. So that's a mage and then another commander who are going to be their prophets. So let's have a look around us. Oh god, no, this is awful. I'm glad we've got on this this drain scale, because they're going to be using a lot of like, especially late game, they'll be using things like death siphons, which will start to drain our troops' health to unholy vortex. Unholy vortex or death siphon. It's been a long time because they're going to siphon off like loads of our life and shit like that. So we should be safe from that. So that's good. I'm also glad I went for a little bit of a growth scale. If I hadn't gone for growth scale, and they had any Dominion progress in my lands, they would be surrounded by deaths. The other thing is, when we march into them, we're going to have to be marching into place of a very low supply limit, so we're going to be needing magical items in order to let our armies march. But this is well into the future, so I think we can ignore that for now. I didn't put it on repeat recruitment. Silly me. So what do we want? I think we want a Master Smith for that forge bonus. Or do we want you? They both got the resource bonus. Let's see. So we can either have the Priest Smith or the Master Smith. God, which one do we want? I think we want the Master Smiths. I'm not too bothered about priests at the moment, because we can always recruit black priests later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to queue up 2 of these guys, and then we're going to make some more crossbowmen. See, we get 4 crossbowmen. Who do we have in our army again? We've got infantry from Ulm and pikeneers from Ulm, so we might build some more pikeneers. So we get 22 more resources. Who can we buy? Oh, an infantry of Ulm. That's the guys we got, isn't it? Or is it these guys? Well, I can recruit one of these guys, so I'll recruit one of these guys. Our resources shouldn't be as bad next turn, because we will have the we'll have the Master Smith to give us another 10 resources. Also, as our city grows and we take over more land, we will get more resources. I want to take a look around here. So we've got a forest and a mountain. So actually, we're in a really good spot. We're having lots of resources around our capital. We'll be a little bit starved on gold. I think we should be fine. Like, yeah. Also, one thing, I don't know if I mentioned this very much in the first game, we have an excellent starting position in terms of defense. Put it this way, you know, this is our capital. It can't be attacked over the mountains unless they can fly, which I very much doubt that Ermor or Pangaea can. The Wraiths will be a problem against prophets and stuff, but we should be okay. We can probably smite them down. Yeah, that's the point. We haven't got very good priests, so we can't use things like banishment. But I don't know, having a prophet and a bunch of inquisitors should be fine. With the inquisitors as well, we'll be able to get rid of Ermor's dominion incredibly quickly, which will be great because it means our troops can actually survive. We might even be able to win because yeah, we might be able to win without even going to war with them if we can just get close enough to completely quash their dominion. Because the problem with Ermor's dominion is they will take places over, wherever the dominion is, the population will die and it'll start spawning undead units, which is not good for us, to say the least. So let's have a look around. We've got this, the lower throne, spreads dominion by 1, gives us 5 blood slaves per turn. That's really good. That is really good. I'm not a huge fan of blood magic, and we don't actually have any blood magic mages. Yeah, we definitely don't, because we're Ulm. But what we can do is we can start training people in blood magic, maybe. It'll take 10 turns to get enough to empower a person in 1 level of blood magic, and then they can hunt for blood slaves, and it'll happen faster. We don't want to do that in the capital, though, because your capital is your main source of income. So we won't do that there. I'm interested in going over here, and actually before we recruit the Master Smiths, because I know we obviously want to find get more research, I'm actually going to recruit a spy. Because I want to send 1 spy off in this direction, and 1 spy down in this direction. This guy can go over this way, and then this guy can kind of wrap around, because I really need to find out where these enemies are, and fast. Otherwise we lose. Let's just have a double check. Keeps the Ulm. So the only thing we're getting just now is 10 Earth Gems a month, which is okay. We can maybe start forging some armor. We can maybe make some thugs. We don't really have any great thugs because we're all men. Even though Ulm does have more hit points than most men, because like this guy has 16 hit points. That's not usual. Ordinary human soldiers about 10. They're slightly beefier than a normal human soldier because people of Ulm are hardy folk, but it's still not going to be enough to come up against, say, a centaur. A centaur will fucking kick their arse, so we'll need to get some cavalry up at some point. Other than that, really, I don't think there's very much to do. Oh yeah, of course, become prophet. We're telling him to become the prophet. He'll be sent out with pawns, or will we have pawns patrol? Oh no, be fine. So we're sending our spy over here to get more knowledge, and yep, there we go. Turn 3. A proclamation from Ulm. Gunther. The Lord Guardian shall he be known as the prophet of the Forger of Empires. And so he shall. We have our spy Adolf. We'll send him out over here. 30 units, militias, archers, and heavy infantry. So I think we're actually going to attack here first. So to get 1 level our dominion. This place doesn't have any. That place has 1. The independents shouldn't be moving about. That's got 4,000 people. We don't have any people out there. We'll find out next turn. This place has about 3,000. They're not the best of places, I'm not going to lie. But then again, we're quite lucky we haven't landed near any wastelands. Is this a grassland? No, that's just normal. There is a marsh here, which will be annoying to deal with. Because, but then again, it means that anybody else trying to fight us will find it annoying to be against as well. We're going to head you over here, because we're going to wrap around with this guy, and we're going to head you over here so you can scout down here and find out what's in this lower throne. Let's have a look at our armies. So right now, we have 25 troops. Is that enough to take out 30 enemies with the Sermons of Courage and some smiting. Possibly. So what we're going to do is I'm going to send these guys over here. Okay, so that's actually the wrong type of infantry I built. Oh well, keep that in mind. Because it's harder when you don't, like, just box select everything. We should have enough crossbows to win this fight. We're going to spend this bit probably mostly setting up our armies and setting up what they want to do. So, let's see, cast a specific spell. The things we want are... don't really want any blessings, because we haven't got any sacred units. Yeah, see, like, blessed units get increased morale, additional morale powers. Yeah. So, I don't know if we want that. We'll get Sermon of Courage and Smite, and that'll be good for me. These guys are in a line, aren't they? Yes, they are. So these both are hold and attack. These guys will be on fire, and what we'll do is we'll have them actually off to the side slightly, because crossbows, if I remember, you can fire them into your back of your troops, and we obviously don't want that. I'm actually going to stay in my capital for one more turn, so I can get enough forces to definitely be able to take out this militia. It's the last thing. We need to expand fast. We need to... fuck this Dominion. Enemy Dominion down there, and it is death -1. Turmoil. That could be Pangaea. Pangaea like to go for Turmoil Dominions because it gives them more maintenance for their revelers, which is lovely. So yeah, we're going to have 2 people with lots of free spawn kind of buffer units, which are going to be the skeletons and going to be the maintenance. And then we have to fight with some really tough units after that, but I have no qualms. I think the Empire of Man can do this, so yep, let's end the turn here. Right, nothing to report. We have a new Master Smith, Gaiseric, so he's giving us how many research points per turn? 11 per turn. So we're going to have to keep making Master Smiths. We're already doing that. I'm going to get another one in the queue, but because he's giving us so many resources, that is fantastic. Apologise if you can hear that outside. Let's have a look. 40 enemy units. The army consists of mainly Bear Tribe warriors. Yep, that's fine with me. 40 enemy units. The army consists of barbarians. The army appears to be commanded by Rikmer, the barbarian chief. So we'll send you over here. If we add in some more crossbow, we have 11 units of crossbowmen. I think we should be fine to take these guys out. We've got 30 troops. We'll have both these guys here. They'll move over. Actually, no, we'll keep Pons here. He'll move over. Make sure he's not sneaking. I had a problem with him before, if I remember correctly. And yeah, fingers crossed we win this first battle for the Forge of Empires. Just want to double check there's nothing else I can do. There's no research. There's nothing really I can build in the... There's nothing I can build in this main place because I've already got a temple and a laboratory. I can't build any castle improvements, so let's start. Yep, that seems fine to me, so let's go. Generating a new turn. There's a battle in Niflheim. View the battle. Ulm attacking independence in Niflheim. Oh, okay. We've got a few archers. That seems to be a lot more than 30. Crossbowmen can't fire very often. Like fire every 2 turns. Whereas archers can fire every turn. Getting off some good smites. Holy Avenger, here we go, the troops are moving out. They'll start getting hit by oh. Come on, crossbowmen. Yep, you're alright. Okay, so we've routed that unit. They've got some medium infantry over here. This is what I mean by, like, they can attack your own units. Which isn't very good. So they're retreating at least. Hopefully we can... Yep, they're retreating. We've only got the archers left. The pikemen should be able to kill them fairly easily. What are the commanders doing? The commanders running? Overall, I think we'll actually win this with very little losses. The armour of Ulm... Yeah, there we go, independent armies over. Routed. Our armour there was really paying off against those arrows, because arrows are good. Don't get me wrong, arrows are good. But they don't really have enough damage to punch through lots of armour, so let's have a look. Province previously owned by independence has been conquered by our own forces. So yep, we lost 2 men We didn't kill 34, they just all died because they retreated and they're independent. So, yep, I think that's a good trade. I think we probably killed maybe about 11, 15 people there. Still about half their army. Turn 3. It's now late summer in the first year of Ascension Wars. So, Gunther doing well. We're going to actually send pawns over here. 10 enemy units, mainly horse drive. I don't trust that it is actually only 10 units, because we were getting very limited info. These guys are saying, oh yeah, there's 10 horse warriors over there, we'll be fine. When in actual fact, there's probably a lot more. Can we forge anything? Any good trinkets? Forge some shields. Band of fire. There's nothing really these guys can really forge. No. Can get a great sword, damage 12, blah blah blah. That's probably not good enough for this guy. Yeah, he's got black halberd of length 4. That was length 3. Yeah, we might as well keep him with his halberd. His halberd's probably better for now. We're not going to be wanting to fight those guys. That's 130 enemy units, so that's going to take a little bit of building up before we can take that over. On the plus side, look at this. Because we've taken over this province here, we now have a lot more resources coming into our capital. So now we can build a lot more units. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to build 5 crossbow units a turn. 2, 3. 2 infantry. And 1 pike. Fortunately, we can't build anything else. This is the problem. As you go more and more in ages, people get more and more armor every time and cost more resources each time to build. It's a little bit annoying, but hey, what you can do. What we could do is we're going to build 2 more of those guys, then we're going to build a black priest, because I can imagine Ermor is going to be coming pretty soon. So someone actually has a magic scale. So that is probably Pangaea. That's probably Pangaea over there. Let's have a look and see what our spies are doing. Lion tribe. So these guys will be easy conquest. The barbarians I'm not too happy with. Or the horse archers, but the horse archers should hopefully, if there's more than them, there's probably about 40. If they can stay there, that'll block off the mountain pass and mean that nobody can really come in, so our only other attack vector will be this way. The other thing to remember is that, well, I suppose Ermor can go underwater, so Ermor will probably take over the seas fairly early. Because they're undead, they can walk underwater, you know, it's fine. Can't remember if they're amphibians or poor amphibians, probably poor amphibians. Okay, so we're going to send Gunther back home. We're going to pick up some more troops. Yep, sounds good to me. How many troops? Got another 5 in the garrison. We'll probably try and take over this bear tribe now. Okay, that is a gap in our defences there that I didn't quite see. There is a cave with a river crossing, 2 of our provinces, and then a proper crossing with another. I can't remember what our cold scale was off the top of my head. Is there any way to check? Okay, so we don't actually have a whole heat or cold scale. So our river crossings will be completely based on the season. Have a wee sip of coffee. So yeah, this river crossing will be completely based on the season. So when it comes up to winter, which is coming soon, someone could invade from this point anywhere. This actually does have a river crossing as well. So maybe in fact getting that cave is the best thing to do. The only problem is none of our units have dark vision. So if we fight some troglodytes down there, I don't know how well that would go. But anyway, that's me getting ahead of myself. Let's end the turn. Right, so we're gonna construct a building. We could build a castle or we could build a citadel. I'm not really feeling any of those actually. I mean, it would be good to have a castle. Yeah, tell you what, we'll build a castle. This is a good thing about Ulm, is they actually have a castle level above what they usually have. So just now you'd usually have what was it, fortresses and castles, whereas actually right now we have citadels, which are like the next level up. We have castles and citadels. So it means that our fortifications are going to be a lot better than anybody else's in this age. So yeah, let's bring those troops back in. That's a lot of crossbowmen. So now we have 40 troops. I'm feeling good enough to go assault these guys. So Adolf is actually stuck here until winter, until a cold bit goes on one of those provinces. But it's okay, we'll send out Alaric again. We'll send him to the throne. Yeah, so we're attacking there. We've got some guys researching. Get another smith and then a black priest. How's our resources going? That's good. We can recruit someone else. That's a shame, really. There's no really, other than priests. There's nothing really we can get with very little resources. Priests and smiths. Everybody else. Look at this. Siege engineer costs 50 resources. But he's really good actually because he counts as 40 besieging soldiers. So what we'll do late game is we'll have him command a bunch of sappers who count as 5 besieging soldiers. We'll just have him leadership 10. So even so, 10, 50, that is an extra 90 soldiers besieging from 11 men. Obviously they won't be good for taking the fortress, but we can just sit outside and wait till the walls come down. Starve them out, whatever, you know. Wait for attrition. Only thing is, attrition, useless against Ermor. I'm not sure how good it will be against Pangaea, so great. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, best enemy to be against, but this is why the Empire of Ulm is the best in the world. Yeah, we can't go in there. I don't think we have any water mages, which sucks. But yeah, let's keep going. Resolving battle. There's a battle in the Spring Spires. So let's see here. This is more woodland. There's a crossbow, Sermon of Courage. This is pretty light infantry. Vine arrow. Crossmen aren't going to fire just now. Going to wait a turn. Another vine arrow. That goes really slowly. Pikemen engaging. Oh yeah, that decimated that squad there, that crossbow volley. Surprised they're not running actually. They're light infantry and independents. I would have imagined them to have a lot less morale. Javelin and the crossbows, but we should be fine. Oh, there go the infantry. Pikemen. Okay, that squad runs. They should probably start running soon. Yep, there they go. They've got the shaman here. I imagine that's a shaman. But he's run as well. Independent armies are routed. Go us, go us. We lost no men there. Probably some men picked up some afflictions, but we can't really do anything about that. They're just peasants. Oh, and actually, that is a perfect time to end the episode. So thank you very much for watching. And I'll come out with an episode soon. Until then, all hail the Empire of Man. See you there.